Yeah. I hope.
Cut my fingers off. I didn't like that at all.
Oh no. That's terrible.
What a way to start.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah. It's been weird the last few days for me.
Yeah?
Just
What's
like
going on with you?
just weird weather and like the cat waking me up all night every night.
Neat.
He discovered his reflection, but only at like times when I'm trying to sleep. And so he gets up there and makes a lot of noise and is throwing things on the ground. And
He's scrying.
I think he might be. Maybe. He accidentally summoned Bloody Mary.
Oh, God, again?
Yep. I wasn't recording, but now I am, by the way.
Cool. I have a lot to cut out of that. Mine. Should we clap it in, get started?
Let's clap it in. Let's clap it up.
Yeah, we're great. Clap.
Yay. I'm clapping. I'm clapping.
I need to see those hands.
Oh, I'm sorry. Amazing.
Woo! Dustin.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Boy, I'm doing.
Oh, that's good.
No, everything's great. I'm great. This is great. I'm so happy to be back. For real.
I'm so glad you're back.
Yes.
I feel like a crazy person today. It's
why do
been
you?
wild.
Why?
I don't know. I had a crazy weekend and I'm still trying to catch up. I'm still exhausted.
Is it because you're holding an invisible cup?
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was part of it. I got it at J.K. Rowling's house. I stole it.
Whoa. First
because
of all,
fuck that turf.
Yeah. Get her out of here. Did you see the video of her throwing out all her Bud Light cans? Never mind. Sorry. No.
Nice. She wasn't shooting them?
No.
She's such a gun nut. Anyway, let's talk about this movie.
Hang on. Wait.
What?
J.K. Rowling's initials are J.K.R. Kid Rock, K.R. That's all. I'm just going to leave it there.
Oh, I think you've cracked the code.
I think I've made my point.
I think you have. You know what? We should do some plugs. You got any promos to do for yourself?
For myself, no. Just Twitter. Go to Twitter at Dkreft, DKREFFT. That's where you'll find whatever it is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ting. Just yes.
What about you? What are your plugs?
Oh, thank you for asking. You know what? Just go to onfiretonight.com or asylumpod.com and you can find all my links. And it's lots of fun stuff about fun stuff. Awesome. Let's talk about Fortune Cookie the movie. I wish it was called that.
Fortune Cookie the movie.
Yeah.
Like they did like a Ouija board movie. It's just called Ouija. Have you seen that movie?
No, I don't think I have.
Okay. It's a funny idea. It's like, they had to literally, I believe this is true that like they licensed the board game.
From like Hasbro?
Yeah, I think it's true. I think it's truly that. But this is not like that. They didn't license Fortune Cookies. They just, I don't know. Before we talk about the movie,
yeah.
I need to make an important announcement. And
Please
this is very important.
Oh shit.
The 2023 Bassmaster Classic was won by Jeff Gustafson.
Oh my God.
He wrapped up a wire-to-wire win for his first title in the competition. So major congrats to Jeff.
Man.
The angler of the year. And
I didn't see that coming. He came out from the back and I did not. I mean, I had no idea.
It's nuts.
A newbie, he really earned that.
Yeah. It's nobody looks better on a boat.
Oh, God,
that's it.
No.
That's it. So anyway,
thank
you.
To
get that out of there. Yeah, that's an important update.
Yeah.
Fortune Cookie, the movie.
Yeah, boop. Hey, this movie started off, I don't know, probably China. Were there any like subtitles or captions that said when or where we were at this point?
I have a problem with my notes where the first part were deleted. Not on purpose. This is a legit thing.
Your notes app was like, fuck you.
So my notes are weirdly, I don't have essentially the first part where they're in, which I assume is like ancient China, but I don't know how long. I don't know. It doesn't. There are no clues that I could read
No, I
about
mean,
when. I don't know.
I don't know,
It's
because
just like they want you to not question that. They just want you to
just enjoy it. Just enjoy the ride, you guys. Shut up. Just enjoy it.
But can I ask,
Yeah.
what can you walk me through why we saw that?
Oh, that
Because it's New
was
Year's,
yes, it is.
and it sets up that something bad happened on a New Year's, vaguely related to China, Chinese food.
Because
is that really the only connection?
I think so. Because the rich guy was like, servant, I need you to sweep right now. And the servant's like, but that's bad luck on New Year's. And he was like, what the fuck did I say? Go fucking sweep.
Yep.
And he's like, okay. And then everything burnt down.
Yeah, it sure did.
Because
I just didn't I kept expecting like the family name to come up, which they didn't say, I don't think anyway, but I thought there would be the past reaching forward to remind you that they did this evil in the past. And it was, I don't know. I did not understand from the beginning.
I think that there were fortunes somewhere, no cookies. I think there were fortunes, but they weren't black and they were in Chinese. So I don't know what the fuck they said.
They could have been good ones. Right.
It could have said, you're great. Keep it up.
You're great. I wish I had a fortune cookie that said that.
That's what all mine say.
You're great.
I write them.
Oh. Well.
Yeah. We get a lot of celebrating and fire. You know what? This movie was fucking gory and I was into it.
Okay. There was a slightly more gore than I expected, particularly the two scenes stand out, but we'll talk about them when we get there.
Yeah. But that's pretty rare for an Asylum movie. They're usually like, look over there while this other thing blows up or whatever.
Right, because they can't afford to show it.
Right, exactly. And we got some boobies. And a butt. 2 butts?
Yeah.
No.
2 butts.
There was 1 shot. All right. Well, anyway, so that's ancient history, probably. I have no idea what that was. And we get credit sequence. Present day, Los Angeles. We're in a restaurant called the Jade Phoenix because shut the fuck up. Because if you don't think about IPA infused Chinese food when you hear Jade Phoenix, I don't know what you think.
I do now, of course.
Of course. What's his name? Danny? He's talking about, all right, I got some pan seared scallops, ginger citrus sauce, and we end with a tea smoked duck. Cool. And then the owner guy is like, let's just make sure that we maximize the flavor profile.
Oh no. I can't believe they didn't say mouthfeel.
It was a whole bunch of buzzword bullshit, and I was there for it.
Yep. You're gonna have to keep leading me here because I don't have notes until after the first dinner.
Okay, awesome. Here's the thing. You know what? I kind of really like this movie.
You really liked it? Like really liked it?
Not really liked it, but for an Asylum movie, I really kind of.
A really and a kind of.
Yes.
If we're making an equation.
I kind of really liked it.
Okay.
Because it's goofy as hell. The gore was fun as hell. Boobies. And it had Hansel in it. From Hansel and Gretel and a Hansel versus Gretel. Two Asylum movies.
Classics.
And I know. And
if anyone knows, it's you.
Yeah. They're great. Like Hansel versus Gretel has this great line that Hansel delivers that's something along the lines of, do you want to tell me why you cut off our grandmother's head? Classic. So
that's so good.
Wait.
Did you see
Yeah.
Gretel and Hansel, the movie?
No, I didn't.
The one from Osgood Perkins, the son of Anthony Perkins, the psycho himself.
No. What?
Okay.
What?
Psycho. Anthony Perkins, Tony Perkins, the Alfred
No, no,
Hitchcock.
I know what
Psycho. The
Yes.
lineage. Anyway, it was I liked it. I watched it for the first time recently.
What year was that?
But first of all, I'm sorry to bring up a real movie. That I need to stop doing that. I'm sorry. It was only a couple years ago, this movie. It's cool. Like, this is me recommending you a movie. I think you'd really like it. It's cool.
Is there promo of like an old lady pulling a braid out of her mouth?
Yes.
Okay,
it's like an A24, like a slow burn type thing. But it really works for the story, if you ask me. It didn't do well, like, critically, but I thought it was good.
It looked like I would have enjoyed it, but I just never got around to watching it.
We'll get around to it, my dude.
Fine.
Yes.
All right. So we're in the Jade Phoenix, right? And okay, first off, we got Danny. Sam, I think, is also in the kitchen. The dude who's the owner, I think his name is either Josh or Joel. I don't remember. It's a J word. And then Izzy, the lady, the bitchy lady, walks in. She's like, what the fuck is going on? Where the fuck is everything? Why isn't anything fucking ready? What the fuck is your problem? Why aren't you ready? Even though I'm wearing a tank top and jeans.
Where's your dressed?
What? Why aren't you dressed, bitch?
We have in a whole hour.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yep. And we live upstairs, so it's fucking fine.
Calm down, everyone.
Jesus.
Isabel, calm down.
Thank you. And so she's like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm going to make a reservation at a completely different restaurant.
What a bad move. What a bad move.
Mm-hmm. They are taking their investor to a completely different restaurant. Great idea. That's, you know what? We would like your money, but not because of the place we're going. Something completely different that we can't tell you about now. Like, what the lady? Anyway.
Yep. It's a weird call.
She talks about the infamous chicken satay with an IPA, whatever, reduction. Fucking bliss.
It's good.
We do introductions to all the guests because apparently somebody's anniversary was that night, so they had to go to this business meeting with them. And then
they keep changing how many people are coming to this dinner, like the audience gives a shit.
No. Okay, why? We're having a business meeting. Why are you inviting your friends whose anniversary it is? Why aren't they having their own anniversary dinner somewhere else? Why are their friends coming along who are
just roommates?
I thought they were like lesbian lovers, but they're just roommates. So I don't give a fuck about roommates. Show me some like passion there, not some bullshit. Did you use my toothpaste bullshit?
That's what we want to see in these movies. Passion.
Yeah.
That's why I come to the asylum.
Passion. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Investor guy, he's a real chode. And he's like, hold on, ladies, I'm going to order in Chinese. And he does. So the waiter's like, okay, that's 1 egg roll and 1 napkin. You got it, sir. Love it.
Yeah, he sucks. He sucks ass.
Yeah. Danny's like, oh, yeah, I'm pretty good at making Chinese food, but I really love a cheeseburger.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I prefer American comfort food. I mean, whatever. If that's your opinion, man, I don't know.
Why are you here?
Okay.
You're here to talk up this restaurant's food. Not the one you're at, the one you cook for.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the food you'd rather make, or at least enjoy.
Yeah, like show a little like excitement about what you're going to be doing. The whole point is an investor meeting, right? So like, don't talk about how you don't like the food. That's nuts.
Are there IPA infused hamburgers? Because otherwise I don't care.
I think there must be, right?
I don't fucking know. One of the roommates, Kelly, she's a hairdresser. That's what she does for a living.
Yeah.
She's not very good. Also, I love this scene. It's so fucking stupid. It's all just like, conversation. Things are happening. What's going on? Here's some plot points. Here's some things you should know. Fortune cookies all around. Oh no, I dropped a glass on the carpeted floor in a restaurant. Disgusting. However, the glass broke everywhere.
Yep.
That's
And the girl going, "Oh, I'm allergic to cookies." So,
okay.
that's not a thing we need to be worried about.
Okay, first you're allergic to shrimp and spicy food, and now you're allergic to cookies.
Yep.
I think you just want attention because that sounds like bullshit. Am I wrong?
If it were not the asylum, I would wonder if that was the intention. But I can't give them that.
No.
No.
I don't even remember why the glass broke. Like they made such a big deal of glass breaking. I mean, the big deal was that it broke on a carpeted floor, which no way, that's not going to happen. And second off, why are you carpeting a restaurant? That's disgusting.
That's the grossest thing.
But
is it because this is someone's living room?
Shh. It's like a carpeted bathroom. Disgusting. They get their fortune cookies.
Mm-hmm.
And they all just have singular Chinese characters. Like they all just have one word on them. They're all black, obviously. And
yes. The black is the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But who fucking cares? Like, oh, this is crazy. Look at these crazy fortune cookies. Look at they all are just like, oh, I wrote them down. Bamboo drum. I don't even remember that coming up. Flute.
Fan.
Crutch. Mm-hmm. Fan.
Oh, I remember the crutch. Yeah.
Flowers.
Sword. Oh.
Lotus leaf. Stone tablet.
Which one was that? I don't remember the stone tablet.
It didn't happen. Nothing. They just mentioned it. It was one of them, along with bamboo drum. Oh, wait. Bamboo drum did happen at the end.
I'm trying to remember which one that is.
I'll get to it because I was
okay.
like,
all right.
What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. But I think Danny's like, hey, everybody, put your fortunes in the middle of the table. I'm going to take a picture. But they all know exactly which one is theirs. Like, they didn't get mixed up.
How could you know? Yeah, unless you could. You're right. That's so dumb. I didn't even think of that. How could they know?
You don't know what that says. I remember this one.
The language barrier defeats the whole thing.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
So stupid.
That's very funny. That never would have occurred to me.
This is this brings on our first death of the movie, which is, I mean, this is gonna sound weird, but it's goofy as hell.
What?
I know. So
explain yourself.
Okay, I will. Claire, she starts choking. It is unclear if it is an allergy or if she's choking on food. And I think it was Izzy who calls 911. And this 911 operator, what the fuck? She's like, okay, here's the thing. You need to give the Heimlich. That's not working in like 5 seconds. Okay, I need you to do a tracheotomy.
Stab your friend.
What? I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I have no medical training. No, it's fine. Just go get like a knife or something and a straw and then breathe into it every 5 seconds or every half second, whatever. What happened here? This was...
They killed that poor woman.
They fully killed that woman. There's no way.
No.
No. You know who killed that woman is that 911 operator. That was neglect. That was malice. That was words I'm not really familiar with, but I will use all the time because they sound big. That was weird.
Better lawyer up, lady.
Nah, because nobody else cares.
It's true. Anyone who would have cared is gone.
Well, even if they weren't gone, they didn't seem to care too much. They're like, oh, that's weird. Weird.
Oh, her parents are coming for her belongings the next day to clean out her apartment the next day?
Yeah, maybe they live down the street.
Still.
Oh, but wait. Oh, no, that's later. So the ambulance finally comes and takes her away. And the ambulance driver's like, whatever. It's obvious this woman's dead. And he's like, what'd she eat last? Why? Why do you fucking care, dude? She's dead.
So he knows not to order it next time. He loves this restaurant.
Yeah, so she got a lotus leaf, some bullshit, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that was her fortune. Or was it?
We don't know.
You know?
And there's no way they could know. It's so crazy. It's like, do people know you're a genius? Has this been discussed? That would never have occurred to me. It's so funny that you say that.
You know, I like to tear movies apart like it's a nice chicken drumstick. So there's just like a ligament and a little meat, and it feels bad in my mouth, and I have to spit most of it out and dissect it after that. So I get down to like the marrow of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I've always thought that about you.
Thank you. Thank you. So, you know, Kelly, Claire's roommate, she's pretty upset because she just watched her friends murder her roommate with a bad tracheotomy.
So it makes sense that the next thing you would do is just go nuts on a guy that you barely know.
But first we get to see his bedroom, which is
full of asylum posters. That should have been a red flag for her. Get out of there.
She's like, ooh, I gotta go. I gotta go back to my apartment, regardless of how gross it is, because yeesh. And then he's like, you know what? You take my bed. I'll go sleep on the floor. You don't have a couch, dude? What's up?
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, how about instead of sleeping on the floor, Danny, you sleep on me?
Oh!
Bow, 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 bow. She gets all naked. Okay, this is one of the funniest butt shots ever. Because it cuts to them making out, and then the next shot is like the camera is like right on her ass. And then she like comes out. It's like, oh, that's close.
It's closer than we needed.
Close. I know too much about this woman. Anyway, so instead of doing it, she just cries all night. Because what are you gonna do?
I think they got somewhere.
I don't think
so. It seemed like they started.
Yeah, like he started, and she just was like, oh, this was a bad idea. I'm just gonna cry, and maybe he'll get off of me.
Yeah, you're right. That is how it went down.
Yeah. All right. While she's upset and crying, I guess downstairs, across the hall, somewhere in that same building, Joel and Izzy are in bed. Just talking about what a wiener that lady is for being sad. I thought those guys were siblings. I had no idea they were a couple, and I don't think they make a good one. I think they should be siblings instead and not sleep in the same bed, because that's gross for siblings to do.
I didn't get that vibe, but when you say it, it's like, yeah, maybe. Well,
maybe I'm just used to him being the brother in movies.
Don't like that.
He's too wholesome. He's not allowed to be in bed with a lady.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. We go back to the Golden Dragon, which was the fortune cookie restaurant.
Yes, the other restaurant.
And we get some really nice, really subtle, tiny coughs from the restaurant owner.
Oh, extremely subtle.
I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
That will not come back up.
No,
I'm convinced.
No. Danny, let's see. All right, the couple that were celebrating their anniversary with a bunch of people in a business meeting instead of on their own the night before.
Weirdos.
Are getting ready in this tiny bathroom together, and Seb is the male of the relationship, and
Sebastian.
Oh, thank you. I had no idea.
They say it once.
Yeah. Okay. I called him the jock in all my notes till the end, and I realized his name. He picks up this like little tchotchke, and he puts it on the other side of the doorway. And then she turns around and trips on it. It's back in the bathroom.
There's no explanation as to how it moved.
The best part about that is she was like, I told you to keep this out of the bathroom.
This has happened before.
This
has been an issue
all the time. He's
This
like, you know
thing.
what? Seb loves a floor tchotchke.
We all do. I get it.
Thank you.
I understand that, but it's
it
clearly
breaks,
a problem.
It breaks up the room. It adds some like visual freedom.
It's just character. They're just character.
Fun.
They're pure character.
It's fun. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah. So she like rolls her ankle. Like,
yep.
This movie is fun as hell, dude. Okay. Oh, okay.
You did text me like halfway through and be like, you were like, this is fun. I did. You were having a good time.
Yeah, that was right after the next death. We'll get to that one.
Okay.
Okay, so Bryce goes over to the Jade Dragon because Izzy's like, no, we should talk some more about this every day, all the time. And I just realized something. We had another psych out where Danny's like, all right, I gotta go check on some stuff. I'll be right back. And he's getting on his bike, and like a neighbor lady or something is like, hey, can you get the door for me? I'm holding a big bin.
Oh, yeah. The AC unit. Yeah.
Right above the door is like this AC unit that's like wobbling in the window. Like, come on, you guys, close the window or something. And then he's like, oh yeah, no problem. And he lets her in, and then he closes the door and he walks away. And then right then the air conditioner falls.
Yeah. Narrowly avoided certain death.
How many times has that happened to you?
To me? This week?
Mm-hmm.
At least 3.
Oh, it's down this week.
It's because I'm so polite and I'm helping everyone all the time, and there's window units just falling out. I mean,
I know.
It's an epidemic around here.
And this week you were like, fuck you guys. I'm not open any doors for you guys.
So then I look rude, but it's like, I'm just being safe.
Yes, you don't know what's going to happen. You got to look out for number 1, bro.
That's right.
So we go back to Jade Phoenix.
Jade Phoenix. I almost said Jade Dragon, but it's the Jade
Same.
Phoenix.
You got the Golden Dragon and you got the Jade Phoenix. You just need a color and a vaguely Asian animal that is also mythical. Phoenix is mythical, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you need to do to name a restaurant.
You could set a bird on fire and say it's a phoenix, I guess.
That's true.
But what makes it the phoenix, I guess, is that it rises again. So maybe you couldn't just set a bird on fire. We could try it.
All right, let's try that.
Let's try that next time.
We'll be back in an hour.
An hour of silence in the podcast. Edit it in there.
We come back. We're just covered in smudgy smoke.
Well, that didn't work.
Did not come back alive.
No.
Whoops.
No.
So we go back to the Jade place, and the investor guy, Bryce, is like, all right, tell me again what you want, because you haven't told me 50 times. And Izzy's like, let me put on some Smooth Moods music on my stereo.
With an amazing sound system.
That I keep in the dining room of my restaurant.
It's like, it reminded me of like in my parents' basement when I was a kid, like my dad's workout area. That was rigged up, like that exact thing.
Yep. All was missing was like the smoked the smoked glass door to cover up the CD rack.
Yes. He's literally, yes.
And all of a sudden, this authentic ? Chinese music starts playing in the middle of her Smooth Moods recording. And boy, that's weird. Even you know what? Is he?
Is that meant to imply that something bad is about to happen? Or is it just like, why exactly does that happen?
Because bad Chinese hell guys are watching over Izzy, and they want to make sure that she knows.
At Chinese hell guys. All right.
Yeah, whatever.
I just didn't fully understand
No, I don't. It
that.
makes no sense.
No,
It only happens with Izzy, and she fucking loses
that's
her
true.
mind
Yeah, it only happens to
every
her.
fucking time. It's like the worst thing that could ever happen to her in her life. Like
She
her
has to
friends
hear
are
that.
dead. Yeah, her friends are dead. And she's like, oh, that sucks. She hears this music and she fucking goes ballistic.
She forgets how electronics work.
Yep.
She doesn't know how to turn knobs or press buttons.
No,
She loses all control.
she's just hitting the stereo, like in the front, all of the buttons at once. I don't know what's wrong with this. So now we go to Danny, and apparently he's visiting his grandfather. And I did not realize that was his grandfather until halfway through the movie, I guess, or so.
Yeah, it's only casually mentioned later.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I thought the same thing.
Yeah, he was, but
he just goes
knows
to see a man in another paneling room. It's another room with paneling.
Because you know what? Chinatown loves wood paneling.
Hey, you got it. Use it.
Maybe. I don't know. You know what? You know who his grandfather is?
James Hong.
Yes, it is.
Legendary actor.
And you know why he got that fucking role?
Because of the line that he says?
Specifically the only fucking reason why they gave him that role.
He says, you and your friends are in big trouble in Little China.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Except he was in big trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
I caught it. I picked up on it.
Oh, you got it. It's pretty subtle.
I know. Whatever. I mean, I guess as a fan of that movie, that is like a childhood fave. It is cool to see him, and it is cool for him to make that reference. So like, I guess I have to give this movie points. Like, if I had James Hong in a movie, like getting him to say something like that is like number one on the list. So
yeah,
I get that.
Yeah, I get it.
And also he's like good, right? Like
he's great.
I think he's really good.
I didn't see it, but he was in that one movie.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Uh-huh. You know.
What movie are you talking about?
Everything All at Once at that one time.
I can't believe I haven't seen it yet.
I know. What is wrong with us?
I don't know. I even watched the Academy Awards. That's not like me. It's very weird that I did, but long story.
Weird. I'm here.
Let's go. Move along.
All right. So while Danny's talking to his granddad, the same time, Kelly is getting flowers delivered to her because the number on her door turned upside down.
Yeah. I didn't hate that.
No, I love it.
I kind of like that.
I love it. It's great. I got no problems with it, but they also could have just been like, oh, sorry, your roommate died. Here's some flowers. But instead it was like,
yeah, it could have been any reason. Mm-hmm. It would have made way more sense if it was like, yeah, here, we sent you these for we know you're grieving. We're so sorry to hear about your loss. But that's like a real reason why you would get flowers in real life.
Right. But instead she's like, oh, random flowers. It must be from Danny, that guy who let have sex with me until I cried. That's so gross. She like, oh boy. I love this death so much. Oh, spoiler, there's the death coming up.
Oh my god. What? Wait, have we even mentioned Final Destination yet?
I don't know that we have.
This is a Final Destination mockbuster. How did we not say this already?
I don't know.
This movie it's Final Destination. It's what it's trying to do. And
you cannot fault it. That is already that is a good step to go on. You have a great basis for a movie. So as far as I'm concerned, you cannot completely fail. Completely.
Okay. All right.
Completely.
Listen, it's a theory. All right.
Continue.
Well, and this is really the first time in the movie that you get an indication that it is sort of the Final Destination thing.
Nope.
You don't think so?
No, because when Claire died, her fortune was the lotus leaf. She was like, oh, I got a leaf. Meh. And then she died after eating a lotus leaf dumpling.
Okay, but I guess what I mean is like it's the first time when they're like clearly copying the
Right.
things that happen from like the number flipping and the
I
flowers
gotcha.
being
I
deadly and
gotcha. I
things like
gotcha.
that. So, but this
All
is
right.
where it's really obvious that it's like, oh yeah, this is Final Destination. I see now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Very exciting.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Is it time for the death?
yeah, just about. We got so many tense close-ups of so many different things that are red herrings and also things that you do
Mm.
need to worry about, I guess. And
Yeah.
it's so fucking fun.
Is this where
You get,
she's putting her contacts in, right?
well,
Who
first, like, she puts the flowers down and a little drop of water gets on the extension cord. Oh
it splashes
no.
from nowhere.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no. What if she
Hmm.
electrocutes herself? Oh no,
Oh
there's a
yeah.
bee in the flowers. Oh no. I wonder if one bee will kill her.
Uh-huh.
And now, oh no, I'm just gonna put my contact in right now. Okay, that went well. I'm gonna put my other contact in, and a bee is gonna make its way.
I wear contact lenses myself.
This is the first time I have not worn them in a very long time. Yes. Is
Do you
this a
put
fear that
your
you have?
do you put your contacts in like that?
Like this with my my eyeballs facing the ceiling every single time? No.
I mean, head fully back, and then
Uh-huh.
she's like, "Here it comes!" It's
She's like
wild.
feeding a toddler with an airplane.
That's what I was thinking. It's wild. When I put mine in, it's one hand. You pull your thing, and then there it goes.
Oh, I'm
You're
not
looking in
that
a
good.
mirror. You go
I'm
boop
not.
boop in,
I gotta
boop
use
boop
two
in.
hands.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta use two hands. I
You
got
gotta
tiny eyes. Yeah, I gotta like stretch out my eyeballs.
ah,
And
cartoon
then
character.
and then once all my flesh is ripped from my skull,
Mhm.
then I just like slap it in there real quick.
Right.
It's not, there's no like,
That's wild the way she's doing it. But it actually is a good visual. The bee.
oh
It,
God.
it actually it was fun to watch. I agree.
It was fucking great. Like
Yeah.
I I completely expected it and also did not expect it at all. And
Mhm.
kudos. Because
Hey, was this a Glenn Campbell joint, by the way?
I don't think so. I think this was
It wasn't.
pre-Glenn Campbell. I didn't check. I was thinking and wondering, but I
I'm
did.
gonna have to look this up while you talk. I'm sorry.
Oh, God damn it.
This
So
is
the
very,
bee,
very important that the saga continues.
this bee, it it was like really targeting that eyeball.
It
Like it
wanted it.
wasn't, it was like, I don't
Yep.
even want to eat the nectar from your eyeball juice. I just want to kill myself by putting my stinger in your eyeball.
Eye nectar. All right, I'm about to have an answer here.
Okay. In doing so.
I have an answer.
All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want to know who supervised these visual effects?
I do.
Glenn motherfucking Campbell.
No!
He's our man.
Air horn. Yes.
He's our dude. That's it. That's all there is to it. And if you click, if you click his name, it takes you to a screenshot of some trolls that caught me off guard. I don't know what that is. It's very funny. He worked on Life Force. Wait, is he like a real dude?
I
Oh
mean,
my God. Visual effects for Life Force, Tron, Spaceballs.
What?
He's like a real
What?
dude. He's a real dude.
I mean, yeah, he's a real dude.
This is wild. I didn't expect this.
I'm gonna need a minute because
Yeah. Do I have a way to send? Is there a way to send you an image? Or do you have Discord pulled up?
I do not, but I can pull it
Well,
up.
then it's not that important. Just I want to show you these trolls so bad.
Do you want to share it on Zoom?
Can I do that?
I think so.
This is worth it.
Yeah,
Can I
if you
send an
can do
image
it.
in the chat? Can I send an image in the chat? Oh my God.
Oh, goddamn. Try
There
share
it
screen.
is.
Oh, oh, I gotta move my
Look at
screen.
these guys. I just didn't. That's not what I thought I would see when I clicked on Glenn Campbell.
Oh, that is a headshot and a half.
Uh-huh.
I think that is a mockbuster from Asylum as well.
I think it is.
Is the name of that goblins?
Trollland.
Trolls?
Trolland.
Oh, so it's not trolls, it's Trolland.
Trolland. Wow. I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm looking at his other credits.
Give it to me.
And there are some very interesting things on here. I don't know if this is an Asylum film, but Dracula, the original living vampire.
Yeah, I did that one
Is
last
that
year.
is that an Asylum one?
Yeah.
It has Michael Ironside.
Yeah.
That rules.
Yeah.
That was Glenn Campbell.
It wasn't horrible.
Well, if the further down you go, the more like real his movies are.
The older they get.
The older he worked on Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
That movie was boring as hell.
Oh, but it has like the coolest poster of all time.
Yeah, it does.
It really is.
Yeah.
He worked on Buckaroo Banzai.
What?
Dick Tracy.
Oh my God.
Waxwork 2. I think Bruce Campbell was in that one.
Did anyone else in Hollywood work at these times? Because Jesus Christ.
It was just him.
Everything.
The Crow, Salvation, a terrible film. Children of Dune. I love that miniseries. Well, okay, he's done some good work for us, so we shouldn't attack Glenn Campbell.
I have not once.
Oh no! Please. Okay,
I love Glenn Campbell.
I just derailed
all of his music.
Can we get Glenn Campbell on the show?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're gonna call him, right?
I'll call him.
Okay, thanks. Okay, we gotta finish this eyeball discussion because we are only halfway through this crazy eyeball.
It gets all red at first.
Yeah, she's like, oh, that hurt a little bit, I guess, maybe. I'm gonna look at my eye in the mirror and we see it like growing and pulsing until it fucking explodes out of her eye socket.
Why? Why?
Because a bee stung her in the eyeball, dude.
Have you ever had an eye injury?
Have you ever been stung in the eyeball?
Well, no, but have you? I'm asking.
Yeah, like 5 times.
Oh, okay. So your eye didn't explode?
No, it did.
They pushed it back in?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I like squeezed it out.
You like wring it out? Oh, a mask or something. Oh, that's horrible. I ask because I got mulch in my eye once and it was like, it cut my eyeball. It was horrible. They put goop in my eye. No one wants to hear this.
No,
I'm sorry.
Did you look at my face and were horrified at my expression?
I realized I shouldn't be talking about my eye injury when the mulch got in my eye, and then I tried to get it out by rubbing it. And by rubbing it, that cut the eye more.
It made it work. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It didn't make it feel better.
No, it rubbed the mulch into the eye.
So,
and then her eyeball pops out. Mm-hmm. It goes from exploding to then being all in one piece, but then just dangling out. It's a good effect. I like it.
It's great. It looked like I use condom filled with ground beef.
Oh no! I'm going to talk about all my eye injuries. That's horrible.
You're welcome.
Oh, is it cooked or is it just
no?
Like
it's
ground
raw.
beef?
It's raw. Of course, it's raw. Are you kidding me? She's a person. Like it would have been better if it was like a 7-Eleven hot dog shaped hamburger.
Yes. Yes.
What are those called? I don't know.
Hot burger. I don't know. Ham dog. I don't know.
Ham dog. So she dies from that somehow. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess I probably would have died from a heart attack. That would have been very stressful.
Yeah, I think so.
But there's so many questions.
Wait.
What?
She calls.
Oh, I forgot.
What's his name? Danny?
Yeah.
She calls Danny instead of calling 911.
Well, duh. She let him have sex with her.
For a moment. But then she's like, did we miss the panties thing?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, bring my panties later. And she kisses him like they're dating.
Yeah. Well, she
Okay, all right. When the paramedic there's a brief moment of the paramedic. It looks like he's just grabbing her butt. Why is he grabbing her butt?
That paramedic was just molesting that corpse that
You
whole
saw that too?
time. Yes,
Okay.
because he was like bending her arm, bending her knee. Like, what are you? That is a corpse,
What's
sir.
that about, man?
That is unnecessary. You're not going to get any answers doing that.
No.
Oh, but there's also a police detective at Kelly's apartment.
Yep.
Same time as the paramedic, and she finds the fortune, and she's like, "Oh fuck,
this happened 20 years ago to my partner who went insane." Detective
should be dead.
I have her name, Hoskins.
Yep. What's
reminding
she
me
from?
of the late great Bob Hoskins.
Yeah. Yep.
America's
she looks just
Mario.
like him. That's right.
I didn't immediately recognize her. I didn't look her up. Is she from something? It's probably like something I know. I just didn't look her up.
Yeah, she looks very familiar. I didn't bother to go look into it. She's probably just in a bunch of Asylum movies. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Or like she's of the age where she looks like she could have been really hot shit in like 80s, 90s. And now she's like a Asylum hot shit.
I think she's still hot shit. What are you talking about?
No.
How rude.
No.
Wow.
I didn't mean that in a rude way. I just meant that she's like,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Don't tell her.
Yeah,
I like her.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, that was when I texted you because I was like, fuck yeah, that B-Death was awesome.
Yeah, and it's like, if we are to look forward to more like this, I'm fully on board. And we are rewarded fairly soon.
Yeah.
Fairly soon.
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, Danny gets the rundown of what needs to happen to break this curse. He finds out it's like they're all totems. They're something 18, something of hell, like all this stuff that I don't know if it's made up or if it's a real folk. Doesn't matter. So they have to collect one personal item from every person that was at that dinner. They never once say that it has to be from that night or that dinner.
They say it has to be something that they're attached to. Why does it have to be that specific? That's
and they're
crazy.
Like literally killing themselves trying to get stuff from that specific night.
Yes.
You guys settle the fuck down. Just a personal item.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty vague. So, yeah. And he wants him to kill a pig. And he has the funny line. He says, the fatter, the better.
Oh, I missed that.
Something along those lines. He's like, oh, yeah, get a pig. And he goes, oh, the fatter, the better. Don't forget. Like, he loved saying it. You could tell. He was like, oh, yeah.
He's chewing it up.
He loved it. It was really good.
He also said something about doing a tremendous spell. And I was like, you sound like Trump. If Trump did spells.
Tremendous. Okay, no, I'm not going to do Trump voice. No.
Yay. Bryce is going back to the Jade. I keep wanting to say Jeep Dragon.
Jeep Dragon.
The Jeep.
Jeep Dragon Life.
That's right.
It's a Jeep Dragon thing.
Yeah.
Are there any other Jeep slogans?
I have no idea.
Jeep Dragon, drive one.
Anyone?
Okay, I'm done. Sorry.
All right, so Bryce is like, I don't know what's going on. Bryce is like he's like, I'm a businessman on a phone outside of this restaurant, and a homeless guy is trying to talk to me, and I'm ignoring him, telling him to fuck off, and he hits me with this crutch in my tummy, and now I'm upset. That was pretty much that scene.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bryce sucks. We can all agree.
Yeah.
He's the worst.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, I just got jumped outside. Bitch, you didn't get jumped.
You got bumped with a crutch.
In your tummy. Just shush.
Yeah, come on. It did make a really bad noise when it hit him. It was like a cartoon, like, I'm not going to do it, but it was like a really crunchy,
ew,
almost wet.
Ah,
It reminds me
moist.
of this eye injury I had once.
What really happened?
I can't talk about it. I just remembered.
Well, you know what? It's a good thing that Kelly lost her underwear at Danny's and that it happened to be an item that was very personal to her
Yeah.
because guys, just go to their apartment. You gotta go there anywhere to pick up that fucking hat that Claire wore. What
Just
the
get
fuck is
everyone's
going
underwear.
on?
Come on.
Yes, you could just
Just get
grab a
everyone's
bunch of
underwear.
stuff. Also, why was Kelly's vanity in the kitchen? What's going on in that apartment?
I agree.
And
Yeah,
right next to it was the dresser.
I
What's going on in your kitchen, you guys?
it's called efficiency.
Oh, you know
Okay.
what? I retract my statement.
Yeah, you should. You should. Did you notice how? I guess I don't want to say this is my biggest complaint, but the transitional flashing. Why did it do that? Did you notice that?
No, but it's 2016, dude. What did you
Well, my
want?
question is, are they trying to cop? I guess my real question is that I don't remember. I haven't seen Final
Any
Destination
movies
in a
from
while.
2016?
Well, I have. I haven't seen Final Destination in a little while. Is that flashing thing something that's in that? Like, are they trying to? My question is, are they copying something, or is it just that they made a bad decision that these weird transitions are? It's like a white flash. It's like it happens like a bunch of times.
Are you talking about when they do also at the same time they do that with flashbacks of people opening their fortune cookies? Because they do that a lot too.
Yes, it's the same thing. It's like a weird flashy light white thing.
You know what? If they didn't do that, how would you know it's a flashback? Because people open fortune cookies all the time.
One word: sepia.
Touche.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Is the next thing bath lady? Tub girl?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a callback to an old I think we talked about Tub Girl once.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We shouldn't continue talking about Tub Girl.
No, we shouldn't.
Bath lady, though, I'm a bath taker.
Oh, are you?
Big time. I love a bath. How do you feel about a bath?
You know what? I feel like it's too much work beforehand because I need a clean bathtub.
Oh.
And I'm not going to clean that shit every week.
Get over yourself.
I don't, you know what?
Don't think about those things. Just don't look at it. Just get in there.
You're going to make me vomit.
I can't think of a better way to start the day.
Start the day?
I know.
That's an end of day activity.
No.
Mm.
A bath in the AM is like number one way to go.
What the fuck are you saying, dude?
Some snacks.
Yes, evening.
You bring your Game Boy or a book, and you put a CD in your CD player that you've lugged in to the bathroom, and you have like 70 minutes of heaven.
Are you waking up at like 3 a.m. to take a bath? What the fuck is going on in your house?
This is mainly on weekends. Okay, calm down.
All right.
Just try it sometime.
No, there's this episode.
I'm scandalized.
There's this episode of Quantum Leap where he jumps into this like business lady the morning before her first day of work, and she's taking a bath. And also it's the 60s, so she can't get her hair wet. And I was like, this is some fucking bullshit. No woman would take a bath before work. You like get in and out. You don't take a leisurely bath. What the fuck is happening? And now I'm finding out that people take baths in the morning, and my whole world is coming down on me.
Seriously, coffee in the tub, real good. Like you're drinking a coffee. I'm not saying fill the tub with coffee. That's crazy. Have it on the ledge and just enjoy a little sip. Or a fruit juice, a cranberry juice, whatever you got. You don't like cranberry juice?
Oh, I love a cranberry juice.
Okay, good.
Cran cherry, that's where it's at.
Yeah, I like cran cherry.
Prefer it.
Cran grape?
You know what? I think I could go with any cran whatever. I enjoy
Cranston. Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, great juice.
Okay. He makes the best juice.
I mean, it's a little thick. I ruined it again. So anyways, Danny's telling everybody about the curse and he needs to collect all these things. And Seb is like, all right, 2 deaths in 2 days. Pretty
It's
scary.
just a coincidence. Yeah, it's scary.
What a
but it's
curse.
Yeah.
Bro, I need to get wasted and go watch sports at the bar. I don't have time for this. Seb.
I was just I was glad they gave me a reason to dislike this dude right off the bat.
Yeah, right.
I was like, thank you, movie, because I didn't want to have to feel bad for this man's death. And they helped me out there.
I've been calling that first girl Claire. Was her name Brooke, or is Seb's girlfriend or wife's name Brooke? I don't, you know what? Too many people, too many names.
Tub girl.
Yes, thank you.
I don't know her name.
Okay.
But she's mad because he's going to go to the bar, get wasted, and he's going to be too hungover to let the plumber in.
What? Not.
Hold on. If the pipes aren't working, why is she taking a bath?
Oh my God, you just blew it wide open.
This is nuts. This is nuts.
Okay.
2 reasons why this movie is a complete failure. Let's do one of those like angry YouTube videos where like the thumbnail is like our faces going like, and there's like arrows pointing at things that you can't really see.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
So Seb concedes. He's like, all right, I'll get my wife's locket that she loves so much that I gave to her for our anniversary that probably cost me hundreds of dollars to throw away forever. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
She's not giving it up though.
No.
Because she's going to take a bath. And you know what she's going to do? She's going to put on some lotion on her face. She's going to put a mask over that. And then she's going to put cucumber slices on her eyes because that's what women do when they take baths.
Apparently.
Everybody knows that.
I mean, I know that. That's for sure.
Know. That's because you subscribe to Bath Weekly.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I read it every week in the bath.
All right. We find out that Danny's grandfather is friends with the owner of Golden Dragon. And they're like, it's happening again. Is my hair crazy right now? Did I just see something weird?
No, you look like a cool rock and roll person.
Oh, then I did.
No.
We get butts and boobs with Bath Lady. She gets in the tub.
Another close butt shot.
Yeah. Not as close. Like I couldn't see the texture of her pores, but
boy did I try. And also the shot of her in the tub fully put me back in Halloween night territory again.
Yes.
The woman who's getting in and out of the tub.
Eating a giant slice of like coffee cake or some shit.
No one threatened to shit in the tub. So I was like, well, this is a letdown.
This is no longer my favorite movie. Yeah. Meanwhile, Seb's at the bar with a giant pitcher of beer with a sword toothpick. Okay. Now, if you'll remember, he got the sword fortune.
I used to go to a restaurant here in town where they would serve the children a Shirley Temple that was just, like cherry and Sprite or whatever.
Yeah.
But they would put the cherry on one of those swords.
Yeah.
They are the flimsiest of all time because I would take them home and try to play with them with my action figures because they would fit into the hand of a Luke Skywalker.
I know all of these things.
So yeah, that's true. I did do this. It would break without fail every time. So Sunday afternoon, I'm playing with my toys, and then I'm breaking the sword. So I have tons of these little handles left from long ago, still mixing with my old toy tub.
I mean, you can say all that as much as you want, but
he wouldn't choke on it like that. It would break it. It would break, is what I'm saying. It would at least break the sword.
I mean, maybe for you, but for him, he's a delicate flower, and it pierced his throat.
He's got a weak throat.
And made him cough up blood and choke. And first off, it's not big enough to choke on. But second off,
he would have swallowed it.
Mm-hmm.
I think. That's my opinion.
Yes, 100%. Maybe puncture an intestine.
Hmm.
but he's not
Even
gonna.
that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a reach, and that's gonna take a while. You're not even gonna know that
Yep.
happened.
It's like it cuts to like 3 weeks later and he goes, oh, and you don't know why.
Owie! Nothing wrong with your X-ray. Couldn't be a plastic sword in there, could it? Because I don't know what it is.
Oh,
And while that happens, the ceiling above the bathtub is starting to crack.
yeah.
And then,
That's like borderline a real fear.
bro, is your roof also made out of boulders and pipes? Like this woman's? When it caved in her, they were just like big round boulders coming in on her and big ass pipes. Why are they in the roof?
Okay, but the pipes descent
Mm-hmm.
and then piercing her flesh bag, and then the juices shooting through the bottom and out the top of the pipe. Like,
gorgeous.
Oh my God.
No expense was spared.
I really did. I liked it.
It was great.
Yeah, I think that if this were in the theater, that would be an applause moment. People would be on their feet. It would be a 10-minute standing ovation.
Absolutely. Like,
it was.
You'd have to go and watch it again because you had missed 10 to 20 minutes of that movie from clapping.
You wouldn't be able to hear it.
No.
It was really good. You see the drain though, and the blood go in the drain, but it looks like the tub is empty. But then you see it again, and there's lots of water in the tub. So it's like you see a different tub somewhere.
Oh, that's the kitchen sink. Oh no.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I totally missed that. That was an empty tub. That's great.
They want you to. They want to have it both ways. It's Schrodinger's tub. I can't even say the name. Never mind.
It's hard. Okay.
It's hard. I'm getting so tired. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna need you to drink some coffee. We get back to the Jade place, and now everyone's sad. Like those two other bitches, when they die, they're like, "Meh, what are you gonna do?" Yeah. Now this one lady's dead, and they're like, "Oh no!"
Yes.
And they're like, "Well, we got to get all these personal items as soon as possible."
Yeah. So they call Bryce, right? That's the next thing, to get his pen. Do we have your pen? Did
in
you
his
notice
house?
when they call Bryce, he's in front of this like ornate mantle. And it's like, okay, that's his taste. I guess it makes sense. He's an asshole. And then the next thing you see is he's in the kitchen, and the kitchen does not match up with that fireplace in the slightest. They're not in the same zip code.
No, and the Seb and his wife's bathroom was clearly from a 1920s apartment.
You're not
and
kidding.
The outside of that house was like a 1980s cul-de-sac building. Like, nope.
Mm-hmm.
That bathroom's a piece of shit. I'll just say it right now.
Look, as a homeowner, I agree with you. I saw it and went, we could do some work in here.
Thank you. That grout, come on.
Oh, get out, grout.
Come
Time
on.
to go.
But also, did you notice when they did the outside shot of Bryce's gigantic mansion, it was the corner of the busiest intersection of LA? Like, you got a deal on that place because it's loud as hell. Fuck that. That looks like it.
I truly did not notice that. How did I not? Oh, that's good.
But also, sorry. When they call him, he's like, "Oh, I just woke up. Can you give me to lunch?" Like, what day is it? What is this, a different day? You were just over there.
Mm-hmm. Look, he was probably watching the game.
What day is it though?
Like everyone else was watching.
Right, everyone.
It's not clear. It's not clear. I really don't know.
Like, he made it sound like it was a different day, but no.
You're trying to do math with numbers that don't exist.
All right, so Danny's got to go get that dumbass hat of Claire's.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's Claire. And for the second time, he rides his bike up to her building, jumps off his bike and throws his helmet. Second time.
Yep.
Exact same movement. Like, they probably just were like, you know what, let's take that second take and just make it look like it was the next one.
Yeah, at this location now. Just do it a few times and we'll figure it out later.
Oh my God. What a convenience that we have all these other takes of that. We can make it seem like a different time.
Yes.
Great. So, and also, Sam was following him. Why did you throw your bike like that and your helmet at Sam? Bro.
That's rude.
He gets up to their apartment and he like breaks down the door, and Eugene, the building manager.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, Victor, right? It's
it-
Eugene.
who is Eugene? Let me see.
Well, he's the building manager.
I know, but I wrote down other stuff he's done.
No, he's the building manager, and that's all that matters.
Shut
That's what I'm
up.
trying to tell you.
Shut up. Wait, oh, I
Look,
looked
he's
too
no
far
Glenn
in my
Campbell.
notes. Well, oh, I know. Here it is. Yeah, I couldn't find anything. But I was like, he looks so familiar. How do I know him? And I was going through his stuff on IMDb, and apparently he had one role on the Comedy Bang Bang television show
Really?
as tiny little butt in Puddle Man.
That sounds like Comedy Bang Bang.
Yeah.
That sounds like it's Scott Ackerman.
Totally. I was like, oh, I got to see what this character looks like. So I Googled that, and all that came up was butt plugs. So I'll never know. Anyway. Yeah. So Danny's like, all right, I gotta find this hat that I don't know where it is, but I'm gonna search this entire fucking apartment. And why would it even be in here anyway? Because she had it that one night, and I don't know. And we keep getting like a shot of the fan because his fortune was
Yes.
and it's making a ton of noise, like it's gonna fall.
Yeah, it like turns into a David Lynch movie for a second. All the just shots of fans.
He put a chair up against the door also, so no one would come in.
Yeah.
And
little to no effect on that.
Yeah, like it wasn't even there when Eugene finally found the right fucking key.
It didn't do anything. No.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta find my notes.
The next thing I have is Bryce in the street.
Wait.
Is that right?
Yeah, but
Crutch?
Wait.
Sorry.
We also right before that get Hoskins
Mm-hmm.
story about how she knows about the fortune cookies.
You're right.
Her partner was the sole survivor of the last curse 20 years ago. For all she knows, there could have been a curse every single year, and it just wasn't like nobody knew about it. Anyway, but then Eugene, he breaks into the apartment and he's like, wait a minute, this apartment wasn't like this yesterday. Eugene, sir, what were you doing in that apartment?
Yesterday? That does beg the question. What was happening in that apartment yesterday? That's a good question.
Suspicious. So now we get Bryce is on his way. You know, he's all rested. He just woke up, but he's going on his way to the Jade place to drop off his pen.
This is pretty good.
So fucking
this is pretty good. Yeah.
Was not gory enough, but it did.
Right.
Kind of.
Well, he gets some gore later.
Yeah, kind
of. It's like a double fake out.
It's like a triple fake out.
It's pretty good.
So good. Yeah. Same homeless guy that got him in the gut with a crutch. I don't know if it is, but I'm pretty sure it is. Is like, hey, I'm going to pour water on your window and clean it for you. Give me money. And he's like, get lost. Fuck you. I hate you. I'm rich.
I hate you.
That's what he says, right?
Maybe.
And I don't like, he has to get out of his car for some reason.
He's trying to run away from the crutch? Is it because he shoves the crutch in the window? So
drive.
Yeah, just drive away. That's what I was like. You're behind the wheel.
In the driver's seat, bro. I know.
He's like, but he jumps out.
Yeah.
He ends up in the street.
Stumbles. Car almost hits him. Oh my God.
Oh, that could have been so bad. Yeah.
So tense. He gets up. Oh my God, he almost gets hit again. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. But as he's looking away, he gets hit from behind from a truck.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey,
good.
did you see John Wick 4?
No, not yet.
There's so many people getting hit by cars in John Wick 4. It's so
Nice.
cool. It's really good.
Wait, hold on. Oh yeah,
Next,
Carl.
the
All right.
next thing is
We
what?
got the detective and
Her
Joel.
old partner,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. What? Okay.
He doesn't. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know this guy's name, so I'm gonna call him Hansel because I don't know his name.
Okay.
But Hansel and the detective go to her old partner's house, and he is paranoid. And but he's kept his fortune in a little tiny lockbox in the family room under a end table or something. And he's like, look, this and this tells me nothing. What? You are useless, sir. And also, you should be dead. There's no reason for you not to be dead right now.
How has he lived this long? Yeah.
Thank you. And they're like, oh, well, that was fucking pointless. Let's leave now.
Yeah, it was pointless.
They just needed to introduce a new person.
So they could kill them immediately.
Yeah.
There's a curse.
There is a curse. I don't know if you're familiar, but back at the Jade, he's like, I need you guys to get back here. I cannot take care of Seb on my own, and I have to pee. She's like, Seb.
Yeah.
She's like, Seb, I'll be right back.
That made it real.
I gotta
That's
pee.
what sold it to me. Yeah.
And she literally was right back. Like she walked out of the room and came right back down and like sat down and, ma'am, did you go pee? Because you were not gone long enough.
No. She definitely didn't wash her hands, and we can all agree.
Oh my God, no. She just, all right. Anyway. Also, when we talked to Carl, the old 20 years ago curse guy, we find out there's even more totems. Like this isn't like a continuation of the same totems that are on the Black Fortunes.
Right, they're totally different.
Completely different. Like how many fucking totems are there? Is there just like a totem for every noun? What the fuck is happening over there?
That's a good question. A totem for every noun. I don't know.
Yeah. I think at one point someone says that pen's our only hope. I don't know. But you know that one time when Bryce got hit by a truck? That was funny, right?
I loved it.
You know what happened after that? That
What?
homeless guy who was like harassing him, he stole his car, which is hilarious.
That's so good.
So fucking funny. And he's like, oh, dope, I got this awesome car and I'm gonna smoke this very heavy glass bowl that I'm gonna like just drive and hold in my mouth and talk on the phone. And also I've got this gigantic thing of dispensary weed. Even though I'm broke and homeless, I went to the dispensary and got like $100 weed. And now oh no, I dropped my weed. I can't drive good. Oh no, there's a cat in the road. Oh no, I drove into a house and killed Carl.
No, Carl.
Not Carl.
Yeah. Carl.
You know what? He lasted 20 years on that curse. And then a bunch of assholes came and visited him, and now he's dead.
Yep. Shouldn't answer the door, friend.
Thanks a lot, Hansel.
Yeah, really. And the weed strain was Blue Dragon.
I didn't even catch that.
It was Blue Dragon. It said on the label.
My God.
Yeah. Look, they thought of everything.
They really did. You know what?
There are no faults. I take everything back. This is the perfect film.
Thank you. That's what I have been saying. This is when I realized they are trying way too hard to get items from that night and not instead of just like personal items. It's like,
yes,
Bryce, just he's probably left something at the Jade. Like just fucking take anything.
Could be anything. Dumb.
So, oh no, we have to go visit Bryce in the hospital and get his fucking goddamn
To get his pen from his, standard locker
that everyone
giant
has.
locker in his very large room.
Every hospital room has a giant locker room attached to it.
Someone, I was watching this part on my lunch break at work, and someone walked into the room and they're like, "What is this?"
That is a fair question.
Supposed to be a hospital? Why is that giant locker there? They started asking all kinds of really good questions. I just said, "Shut up! This is a masterpiece."
You were taking me out of the moment, sir.
Yep.
Yeah. Danny's like, wait, I have an idea. Instead of sacrificing a pig, I'm gonna go into our freezer and get locked in and grab some ribs or some shit.
Yeah.
Which doesn't seem like a good idea anyway, because it's not sacrificing a pig.
It's not a sacrifice.
It's buying meat.
I don't know the thinking. It's not really explored. I don't know.
No,
doesn't seem like that would work.
Sure, whatever. We can't get our fucking personal items together. Why would this fucking matter?
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
Like his, you know what? Him in the freezer is just fucking delightful. Somehow the air thing, whatever.
Hang on. Are most walk-in freezers wood paneling?
You know what? If they used to be saunas. I don't know. I have no fucking idea.
This is just a question. I've been in a few walk-in freezers in my life.
Oh, they weren't metal?
None of them were wood paneling. Not one of them.
That's weird.
So I feel like I've been ripped off.
It was almost as if it was a closet and they just spray painted him white and blue to say he had frostbite.
No, he really had hypothermia. For sure. You could tell by the way his hair
was blown back.
Frosted? Yeah. Okay. And then when they pull him out, let me turn on all the burners.
That's a great idea. Why didn't we think of this earlier? Also, you better turn the fryer on. I didn't see you do that. So I'm going to tell you right now, turn on the fryer because that'll warm up the room.
Okay. I missed that. Did they turn it on or was it just on?
Why would it just be on? No one's using
and uncovered?
Thank you. It made no fucking sense.
No. And when he went in, he like chose it to go in. It's like he wanted to go into it.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I'm losing my balance."
And he goes,
"Let me just dunk."
I mean,
he was bobbing for like jalapeno poppers. What the fuck was he doing? He was. By the way, I moved a little bit later, and earlier, and I was like, "Oh fuck, there's someone behind me."
Oh, there it is. He's been there the whole time. He's weird. He's just standing there. Super weird.
Yeah. No. Okay. Because Sam. Jesus Christ.
Please don't get emotional.
It's just too much for me. Sam was like, "Oh, I got a delivery. I'm going to go get those vegetables. I'm going to walk by this gallon of vegetable oil and accidentally spill it all over the ground and not notice. You stay here. I'll be back there. I'll be right back." And Danny's like, "What's going on? I'm going to go walk towards the fryer where that vegetable oil is on the ground. I hope I don't slip and dunk my entire head into the fryer. Whoops."
It's funny. That person that walked in the room saw this entire scene. And I had told him when he got locked in the freezer, I was like, I wouldn't worry about this guy. He's the main character. He's got plot armor. Nothing's going to happen to this guy. And then within 5 minutes, his face is deep fried. And the guy's like, "Oh, I guess you were wrong." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess I was wrong."
Yeah, you know what? The sign of a quality film is that nobody is safe. And I feel like this delivered in spades.
I do like it when that is intentional. Like that is cool. Like the first Evil Dead does that. You think Scotty's the main dude, but it turns out to be Ash. And you're stuck with this doofus, it's not quite like that in this movie at all.
No, it's just kind of
whoever's left. Who's left? Okay.
Yeah. What do we got? Do we still have a pen going? We need a pen. Is there a pen?
Yep.
And at the same so I mean, I just can't get over Danny, like full on head dunk. Like
He had his
if
hands on the side. He could have held himself up.
he could
Your
have
face
stopped himself.
wanted to go. I'm telling you, he wanted it.
He put his whole goddamn head like he was going to do a headstand
Entire face.
into the fryer.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a death wish. I think that what I'm saying is he was suicidal. So
Mm.
then his grandfather comes in and he's like, no, no.
Yeah. Would it
You
be
know
funny
what?
if he slipped in the oil too and also burned his face off?
That would have been amazing.
Like people keep coming in and
And then
going into
Sam
the fire.
came in and like it just the paramedics come in,
And then-
same thing. And like they're just piling on top of each other till they eventually completely fall in with their whole bodies. Oh,
Mhm. And like someone walks in and goes, "Oh, it smells good. What's cooking in here?"
oh,
That's horrible.
good.
No. Where are we?
Oh yeah. Seb is back at that bar he went to watch the game, and the TV is scrolling through all these shots. It's like a montage of swords, people getting cut up with swords.
Yes.
I don't know what the fuck is happening anymore.
I think it looked like one of the shots was from the show Knife or Death, which is like a Discovery Channel show, I think, or History Channel or something, where they like show you the history of certain types of knives and swords, and then you see them in action, and they have to go through like obstacles and like cut this dead cow up and see how it's cut through this block of ice and how does it. This is a real show.
I believe you.
I know a guy who was on the show.
Oh, tell me.
We actually interviewed him on Nerds Geeks in the Kitchen Sink about that show. I had a point to this. What was the point?
What did he do on that?
Oh, was it a sword joke point? Anyway. No, I don't know. There was a point to this.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's gone.
Oh.
Let's not take up anyone's time. Let's just move on. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I don't know why I was telling you that. It's gone. That's totally gone.
No, you had a very compelling
I never got
story.
The coffee.
Oh. Oh yeah. So I don't remember what happens. Like somebody calls somebody, there's an answer on a voicemail. But someone supposes that maybe Claire was just an accident. And the other real eighth person is the owner of the Golden Dragon, which, what the fuck? Lotus Leaf, you guys.
Yeah.
Also, like, don't bring up all this new shit. Oh, you have to, because a whole bunch of other shit has to happen. Fine.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, they're still visiting Bryce. They're like, dude, give us your fucking pen.
Oh, yes. They want the pen. That's evidence.
No, it's not.
They play keep away with it. Yeah.
And then in the middle of this, Bryce hears crutches in the hallway. What? Why?
He freaks out and runs towards the crutches.
What? Okay, first off, bro, how did you know those were crutches? Second, why are you running towards them? Third, why did you jump on top of those test tubes? And how did they break when they fell on top of you? And then why did you crawl through all the broken glass? And then also, how did you die from that blood?
The flip he does from rolling in the wheelchair to flipping over the other it's amazing.
It's so great.
Yeah, that's pretty good. This movie's got the action.
I'm telling you, this was not a bad movie.
No.
Completely.
Glenn Campbell, he's really outdone himself.
Thank you.
And I assume he's responsible for everything that's good.
Yes.
In this film.
Right before Bryce dies, he turns, he's like doing the belly crawl, belly crawl. And then he like flips over on his back and he's got like test tubes sticking out of his forehead. That's the only place they're at, but it's great. And I love it. And then he just dies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's a reason that he needed to die from that, but
crutches. I wanted him to.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
That's a reason.
Yeah. Oh, that's when that happens. All right. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
So now they're like, All right. Well, obviously, Claire was not really the first or eighth person. It's
Right.
obviously the owner of the Golden Dragon. Duh.
Yep.
So let's go there and get his teacup that everyone knows that he drinks out of
How
all
do
the
they know
time.
about the teacup?
No, I don't fucking
What a leap to make.
Well, he's Chinese.
Oh,
The end. That's how they know. So they go and they're gonna fight his sons
they don't
because
even want to fight. They just want the teacup.
no. And their sons are like, "You poisoned our dad."
You killed
And
him.
they're like, "What is happening? Just give us the cup." And they're like, "No, blah."
Did you expect there to be
fight?
fist fights like this in the movie?
No, not at fucking all. This was weird as hell.
Like the tone
Also-
shifts. It totally becomes a different movie here for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At one point in this fight, something sharp and heavy gets thrown at a water heater that is behind the bar. Why?
Is that okay? Is that a water heater?
That's what it looked like. I don't know what else it would be.
I thought.
What did you think it was?
Well, where does the gas come from?
A water heater. They
Oh,
have gas in them,
well,
right?
I guess
don't know.
I don't. Well, I guess how does it? Yeah, okay. I guess that makes sense. I don't know. Listen, it's down there in the basement, and I don't mess with it.
Exactly. It is usually in the basement.
Yes.
It should not be behind the
Why would it be
bar.
there? You know what else shouldn't be behind the bar?
A
A
shotgun.
shotgun.
How are you going to protect yourself if it's not?
Somebody
Come
doesn't
on.
They pay.
Mm-hmm. So let's fumble with this gun. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh no. One of the sons' head gets completely blown off.
Yeah.
Just
completely
an
gone.
eyeball in a mass of bloody pile junk.
The fully intact eyeball made me laugh.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It was
Yeah.
great. And everyone just sounds like, what the fuck, dude? It was an accident.
Uh-huh. And then they go for the sword.
Yeah, the other son, the one that didn't have his head blown off, grabs the sword off the wall because it's a Chinese restaurant, because of course, and stabs Seb in the back, kills him. And then Hansel's like, what the fuck, dude? Bro. So they have to fight, and there's lots of like somersaults and like play fighting here, and it's really cute.
Yeah.
They look
It's
like
cute.
they're having a blast.
Yep.
And they both just kind of tumble over a table and take a nap. I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah. You're right. That's what happens.
Okay, it was cute.
That's it. Yep.
And then Izzy's still waiting in the car, BT dubs. She's like, what the fuck, you guys? What's going on? She goes
She heard
in.
the gunshots.
Yeah. She calls the detective. She's like, here, I heard some gunshots. I'm going to go check it out. Because I'm a fucking dumbass. She goes in and she's like, oh, pile of goo with an eyeball. My friend with a sword through him. Guy knocked out, and my boyfriend, who is obviously dead because he is not conscious. So that means he's dead.
Yeah. Plus visibly breathing.
Yeah. And moving also.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab this cup and I'm going to get to Danny, who I don't know is chicken wing right now. And she drives. Does she drive?
Who drives
She
to a construction site?
I don't. Why did she get out? Was there a reason?
She went there to. Why did she go there? Why?
But also, I'm sorry, I keep saying that. That bag that they kept everyone's personal items in,
It was a free tote they got from like buying $50 of clothes at Kohl's or something.
no, not even. It was way worse than that. It was like one of those Dollar Tree bags that you get for like 50 cents at Dollar Tree and breaks if you put a single little Debbie in it. And that's what happened basically. Like it breaks
a solo Deb.
Yeah. That cup was just the end of it. And all the items were sprawled out in this construction site. We get lots of like random shots of not this construction site, but some construction site, I guess.
Yes. It looked like they really went to a construction site and said, guys, you want to be in a movie?
Hey, lady.
The way he says "Hey, lady" makes it almost implies that he did it on purpose. Like, he like looks at his friend. He goes, "Hey, this is gonna be hilarious. Hey, lady."
What? She's gonna stand up.
Oh.
Okay, and this was another time where I was like, no, I was not expecting that, and yet at the same time, I was 100% expecting that.
They prepared
and
us for it.
It was perfect.
We didn't
because
deserve it.
We didn't. We did nothing to deserve that greatness.
No.
It was like getting a shotgun blast to the head and also a wrecking ball to the head at the same time. They were just brains everywhere. It was beautiful.
Yep. Yeah. I wasn't expecting. You're right. The gore in this movie is a little more than you would expect.
Way more.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't know. It was great. Meanwhile, Hansel wakes up and he's like, hey, I'm not dead, but I smell gas. So, hey, guy, I was just fighting to the death. We should probably get out of here. And then behind him on the wall, a PVC pipe that's supposed to be a drum, I think, or a flute. I don't know. Falls off of the wall.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Okay.
They painted, it was fully a PVC pipe from the beginning of the movie that was painted to be like an ancient drum.
Okay, I didn't get the drum thing at all. Okay.
Because it's a pipe. It falls off of the wall and immediately makes a spark.
Yeah.
So, hey, I've got the hottest camping tip around for anyone listening.
Oh.
If you need to start a campfire, bring a PVC pipe, a little bit of commercial flooring, like some carpeting, drop it on top there, sparks. You're ready.
It happens every time.
Every time. And not even a small spark. It's a gigantic spark.
They teach you this in Boy Scouts.
Yes.
They say, they use the dryer lint because it's very flammable. And then also, learn how to do a tent. And also they say when you're lighting your fire, you drop the pipe onto the carpet.
Yep.
And that's how they do it. It's the best way. It's the most natural way.
Yes. It's common sense. And you can find PVC pipes and carpeting everywhere in nature. So it's fine.
It's in the Boy Scout handbook.
Everybody knows this.
Yeah.
I don't even know why we're talking about it. It's such common knowledge.
Yeah.
So stupid. Anyway, so yeah, that makes a gigantic explosion in the Golden Dragon and explodes everything everywhere right after Hoskins.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Hoskin gets out of her car. She stands up and she's like, what's that smell?
Yeah.
Explosions now.
Yep.
Boy, oh boy. And you know what? Fuck that whole story because it's 5 years later now.
5 years later, a weird swinger couple sitting in a booth with their kids.
Why did you say they're a swinger couple?
Look at them. There's no way they're not. Seriously, go back and look. The way he's acting, the combination, just look at them together and you know.
Yeah. And the way their kids are acting,
No.
they're used to their fucking bullshit.
Yeah. They're not being parented. They're just left alone. It's mom and dad are out with other moms and dads. Doing
That's true. Sharing a babysitter, if you know what I'm saying. So they're total shitheads and they get cursed next. The end.
Well, what an ending. Everyone dies and it's happening again. And 2 small children.
Yeah,
Can't
fuck
wait
them
to see
kids.
their gruesome deaths.
It's gonna be great. Brains everywhere.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. One of the great things about IMDb is when you look through the cast of this movie, some of the bigger, I don't know how they categorize, if it's alphabetized or in importance or what, but one of the few people that actually had their photos in the cast of whatever on the list on IMDb were the woman that needed help with the door right before the
Really?
And those 2 parents. That's it.
Surely James Hong.
Oh yeah. No, I'm saying there were like top billing, and then there was
Okay,
top
so
billing.
I see what you. Okay, that's
They were
wild.
like half of the eight were they had no photos.
That is wild.
But those guys, we cannot not represent Karen, who needed the door open for her,
Oh yeah.
and mom and dad, because fuck those guys.
Yep. Wow.
That's,
I initially was mad that I had to pay for this movie,
sorry.
but I'm uh, all in all happy that it was this movie. This was good.
I told you.
Well, Gorley and Rust right now are covering the Final Destination movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I have been listening to them talk about them, and I've been meaning to go back and watch them, but it's like now I don't know if I need to.
Yeah, you don't, because this has everything.
I've seen the ultimate version of that.
Yeah, this is the superior version.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously.
Yeah.
There's a fucking, what are those things called? The construction thing.
A crane wrecking ball.
There's a wrecking ball that explodes a woman's head.
It's so good. We've lost the ability to speak.
I can't.
Me included.
It's so fucking good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
There's
I mean,
a PVC pipe that makes fire.
it does, and they all do, and everyone knows that.
Yes, that guy dies from test tubes, I guess.
Yep. Wow. I mean, we did it.
Which
Fortune
was your
cookie.
yeah? Shut up. Which was your favorite death?
There's no way it's not Tub Girl. It has to be.
Really?
It's my favorite one. It had to be that one. Yes.
Is it because she was naked?
It was because she was totally. No, it was because I loved the visual of the pipe.
I know that pipe was
so
wild.
Good. It was so good. Yeah. No, that one was the first time I kind of perked up in the movie and went, oh, okay,
this
you have
is
my
what
attention.
we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that one was really good. Yeah, that's my favorite one.
I honestly I really kind of thought that Izzy was going to make it. I kind of thought they were going to be like, we have to have at least one person held over.
Look at this annoying character, and now you're stuck with this annoying character, and like, oh, look, she's the only one that lives. Haha.
She's the worst, and fuck you guys. And then she stood up, and that guy was like, "Hey, lady."
Yeah. Which, by the way, favorite line in the movie.
Absolutely.
Hey, lady. Yeah, it was definitely my favorite line in the movie. There wasn't as much. I would say the overall level of acting is better in this movie than some previous ones. Like maybe some of these actors have more experience.
Yeah, for sure.
So there really weren't that many like terrible deliveries. I mean, there were some that weren't great.
Yeah.
But all in all, like it wasn't as terrible as some of these other ones that we've had to watch.
No, I agree. I was never at any point like, why are you doing this?
Get this person off the screen. Yeah. And the beginning, the whole beginning part, I was like, is this a real movie? I was almost like, this can't be right.
Right, because it was like, this cannot possibly be the full movie because it's going to get problematic real quick.
Yeah. Well, and also there's another movie called The Fortune Cookie.
The one from like the 40s or something?
No, there's another one that's like from the same time period.
Oh.
The Fortune Cookie horror film. What's it called? Fortune Cookie. It's from 2011 and it's called The Fortune Cookie Prophecies.
What? Is
when
Mothman
his wife
in
craps?
It?
When his wife craps. No, that didn't happen. When his wife cracks open a fortune cookie that prophesizes her death in 4 days, a pro-life doctor must solve the mystery behind the fortune before it's too late.
Oh my God. Did Kirk Cameron produce it?
It's directed by Henry Lee. I know it does sound like one of those things, doesn't it?
Right.
Like, why make that?
Why? Yeah. Why was that necessary?
It's very strange. It's an anti-abortion movie disguised as a horror movie.
Are you serious?
That's what it says on IMDb. And
Oh
also,
my
then
God.
the next sentence in the review says, probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And it's almost 2 hours long. And it's Canadian, so you know.
Oh my God. That is a genre.
Like, it makes me want to watch this. I think that movie is on Tubi, because I pulled up Tubi and thought, is this the movie that Tresso meant?
I might
almost
have to
watched
stream
it.
that.
I almost watched it, but I didn't, and I'm glad. Although kind of want to know.
We should have watched that for Women's Month.
Oh. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
Plus, again, big congrats to the Bassmaster himself.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Woo!
What's his name again?
I don't know.
Yes, congratulations. You really went there and did that thing.
He did it. He sure did it.
You really worked your ass off for that.
Showed them all.
So I can't believe it, but we're all out of time.
We are.
Oh my God.
It's such a sadness.
It is, but it was such a pleasure to spend this time with you talking about this pleasant movie.
Yeah, I really appreciate you having me back. This is always really fun. And this one, I really had a good time.
Oh, good, because I thought you were going to say something else.
And this one is going to be my last. Is that what you thought I was going to say?
No.
No, I had a great time.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody, we will catch you next time.